Primal Bond, Episode 4, The Magic Fair, based on the Primal Bond by Mona Lovegood. By noon, the woods outside the school had transformed into a maze of colourful tents and floating banners. Students wandered between potion booths, charm makers, spell vendors, and fortune stalls. The air smelled like citrus elixirs, roasted nuts, and enchanted sugar. Mara walked between Alex and Damian, trying not to feel like she was escorting a crush and a demon through a magical obstacle course. Alex looked delighted, pointing out booths with polite excitement. Damian looked around like he was silently judging the entire concept of fun.
What exactly is a magic fair?
Damian asked, eyeing a floating cauldron puffing lavender mist.
It's where clubs show off what they can do.
Mara said, despite herself starting to get swept up in the energy.
Free samples, demonstrations, first day hype.
Alex added,
And it's also where someone always almost blows up the lawn. There's always one.
Damian smirked.
Sounds dangerous. I like it.
You like everything dangerous.
Mara muttered. Damian leaned closer, voice low and teasing.
You summoned danger. I'm just meeting expectations.
Mara elbowed him in the ribs. Alex watched the exchange with a faint frown, like they were filing the interaction away under suspicious. They paused at a charm booth. A vendor held out a small moon-shaped pendant toward Mara.
It stabilizes emotional magic,
The vendor said.
useful for witches with unpredictable energy spikes.
Mara reached for it, but Damian took the pendant first, inspected it, and handed it back like he was returning a mediocre pastry.
She doesn't need that.
Mara stared at him.
You don't get to critique my emotional stability.
Alex's mouth twitched like they were trying not to smile.
You two fight like you've known each other for years.
Mara's cheeks warmed. Damian's grin widened. Alex's suspicious look returned. They moved deeper into the fair. Students tested broom prototypes. Others sampled glowing potions. A group of fire mages practiced coordinated flame spirals, drawing cheers from the crowd. Alex pointed.
Pyromancy Club. Their welcome routine is always good.
Damian snorted.
Cute.
Alex blinked.
Cute. They could set half the forest on fire.
Controlled fire is cute.
Damian said. Alex studied him.
You talk like someone who has been around a lot of uncontrolled fire.
Damian flashed a grin that made Mara's pulse do something inconvenient. Mara immediately looked away and grabbed for a normal conversation.
So, Alex, what classes are you taking this term?
Alex's expression brightened.
Advanced enchantments, magical ethics, and historical theory again. You?
Mara opened her mouth. And then someone stepped directly into their path. Vivian. Her smile was sharp and sweet at the same time, like candy dipped in something bitter. Her uniform was perfect. Her hair was perfect. Two friends stood behind her like decorative bookends.
Mara,
Vivian said brightly, as if she hadn't tried to ruin her yesterday.
I didn't realize you'd be here. Usually you skip anything where people might see you.
Mara stiffened.
Hi, Vivian.
Vivian's gaze slid to Damian with obvious disdain.
And who is this? I didn't know you had company.
Damian gave a polite nod.
A friend.
Vivian laughed softly.
Since when does Mara have friends who look like that?
Alex stepped closer to Mara, voice cool.
That comment was unnecessary.
Vivian ignored Alex entirely and leaned in toward Mara.
I hope you didn't run into anyone from the courtyard. You know how rumors spread, especially about girls with limited experience.
Mara's stomach twisted.
Drop it.
Oh, come on.
Vivian said, feigning innocence.
You're too sensitive. It's not my fault you told me something embarrassing and expected me to keep it.
Something shifted beside Mara. Not visible, but real. Damian's presence tightened like a storm front moving in. Alex noticed, eyes darting to him. Vivian didn't. She flipped her hair and smiled like she'd won.
Enjoy the fair, Mara. Maybe you'll get lucky this year.
Then she glided away. Mara's throat felt tight. She hated how Vivian could still make her feel small. Alex turned to her, gentle.
She was out of line. You know that, right?
Mara nodded, even though it didn't erase the sting. Damian stepped closer, voice low and steady.
If you want, I can remove her from the mortal plane.
Mara's eyes went wide.
Damian, no.
What?
He said, almost offended.
I could be subtle.
Alex stared at him, skepticism sharpening.
Why do you talk like that?
Damian smiled smoothly.
Figure of speech.
Alex did not look convinced. Mara forced a breath.
Let's just keep walking, please.
They did, but the mood stayed bruised. Alex hovered protectively at Mara's side. Damian stayed even closer, silent and watchful. They reached a small amphitheater where the Pyromancy Club was preparing a performance. Students gathered around, cheering as fire mages raised their hands and ignited swirling ribbons of flame. Mara managed a small smile.
I've always liked their shows.
Alex nodded.
The flame wards usually hold.
Damian muttered
Usually.
and folded his arms. The performance began. Flames burst in arcs of gold and crimson. Heat shimmered in the air. The crowd roared. Mara started to relax. Then she heard footsteps behind them. She didn't need to turn to know. Vivian was back.
Oh, look.
Vivian said, stepping a little too close.
Watching the fire show. Be careful, Mara. Wouldn't want you to burn yourself. You've never handled heat well.
Alex snapped.
Seriously, could you stop?
Vivian ignored Alex, leaning toward Mara with that sweet little smile.
Someone as clumsy as you could get hurt.
Mara's jaw tightened.
I'm fine, Vivian. Leave us alone.
Vivian took a tiny step back, as if she was done. Then her foot swung out and hooked Mara's ankle. It looked accidental. It wasn't. Mara stumbled forward. The world tilted. She pitched toward the open space where flames danced only a few feet away. Someone screamed. Heat rushed up like a wall. And in the same heartbeat, an arm locked around her waist and yanked her back. Damian! A red blur. Fast. Too fast. He pulled Mara against his chest and thrust his free hand toward the flames. A shield of dark, shimmering energy rippled outward. The fire slammed into it with a thunderous crack. The audience gasped. The shield splintered like glass. Damian staggered, jaw clenched, but he kept Mara pinned safely behind him until the flames sputtered out across the sand. For a moment, everything went oddly quiet inside Mara's head. Her heartbeat was the only thing she could hear. Then Damian dropped to one knee. Mara grabbed his arm.
Damian, are you okay?
He winced, breathing hard.
The bond reacted. You panicked. It pulled too hard.
Alex rushed closer, eyes wide.
What was that? How did you do that?
Behind them, Vivian stood frozen, face pale. She'd gone too far and she knew it. Too many students were staring now, too many witnesses, too many questions. Damian forced himself upright and leaned close to Mara's ear.
We have to go. Now.
Mara nodded, throat tight. Alex reached for her.
Mara, wait.
I'm fine.
Mara said quickly, voice shaking.
I just need a minute. Could you grab my bag? I'll be right back.
Alex hesitated, searching her face, then nodded.
Okay, don't go far.
Mara hooked Damian's arm and hurried him behind the nearest tent. The fair noise muffled, replaced by Damian's heavy breathing. He leaned against a support pole, one hand pressed to his ribs. Mara's voice dropped to a whisper.
That shield. You weren't supposed to get hurt.
He gave her a strained smile.
Not hurt. Drained. The bond protects you without thinking, even when it costs me.
That's not fair.
Magic rarely is.
Mara stared at him, shaken. She could still feel the heat. Still see Vivian's smug face right before she tripped her. Still feel Damian's arm snapping her backward like he'd chosen her safety on instinct.
You saved me.
She whispered.
You summoned me.
He replied softly.
This is what I do.
The words landed heavier than she expected. Mara swallowed hard and glanced toward the tent opening, toward the fair, toward Alex.
We need to get you somewhere quiet before Alex starts asking questions.
Damian nodded once, still trying to look steady.
Lead the way.
And as Mara pulled him into the trees, away from the crowd, she realized her life was officially impossible. Vivian was escalating. Alex was noticing everything. And the bond between Mara and Damian was strong enough to snap into place in a heartbeat. If this was what it did in public, what would it do the next time Mara truly lost control?